Hi there. Sorry for the lack of updates. I have been working on a lot of different things, and I've kind of been finding out that the ancient proverb about rabbits and chasing two and losing both is actually true. And the full proverb, by the way, is chase two rabbits and you will lose both, which is very true. So I've been spreading myself too thin. Good news is I've been recording for that video about Raven and mix-ups that I promised would be done by, the end of September, and now it's November. Yeah, I shouldn't set deadlines for myself. But anyway, one thing that I found out just now while doing this recording made me question some of the stuff that I had put into it, and it made me have to review the script and write down some notes for myself for further adjustments. In short, Guilty Gear is a really weird, inconsistent game, and that is something that I had known in certain ways, but not appreciated in others. For instance, Raven, when he's doing his mix-ups, he has this glide. As you can see, I can cancel it into attacks and other things. And if I don't do that glide properly, then I get hit, usually. That's what I'm used to. And I don't know exactly how I came to this slightly inconsistent, slightly incorrect viewpoint, other than Guilty Gear is just really weird and really inconsistent. It's about the vibe, it's not about the particular interaction. So what do I mean? Well, if you had asked me 2 hours ago, was every character capable of 6P'ing Raven out of the glide, I would have told you yes. 6P, anti-air, right? I would have told you that this hitbox is so small and it does not reach down very far, so every character would have been able to anti-air Raven out of it with 6P frame 1 on wake up. And I've just recently done some testing thanks to the Guilty Gear Exert Rev 2 reversal tool. I'll put a link to that in the description, which has made me realize that this is actually not true. So I tested this with Slayer just here, because if anybody's going to 6P me on wake up, it's Slayer, right? He's got the 6P of the gods. And if there's anybody who's going to ignore my air move with his 6P, it's Slayer. So let's see what happens if I do knockdown into meaty glide. As you can see, it counter hits him, and I'm doing this frame perfectly, right? The glide is active for like 15 frames, and I have the mod set up so that Slayer is doing this frame 1. And as you can see, it's very easily counter hitting him. So then I thought, okay, maybe it's like a jump S, jump K thing, because when I do glides horizontally like this, I literally almost always start every single string with either jump K or jump S. So maybe it's something weird like that. Well, that's jump K, and that beats Slayer 6P. And that's jump S, and that beats Slayer 6P. And both jump K and jump S are active for a fairly long time. Jump K is like 9 frames active, and jump S is, I think, 8 or 6. Or, I forget, I think it's at least 6. So they're both quite active. It's pretty easy to hit people meaty with them. So why did I get the impression that Slayer 6P beat Raven glides if the glide attack itself, jump K and jump S both all comfortably hit Slayer out of what he's doing? Well, if I time it properly, that happens. So what happened there is I did the glide, and then before the jump S comes out, this is the first active frame of jump S, there's a brief period where me doing the jump S cancels out of the glide attack and goes into the jump S. So what happens is that during that period of time, and I think jump S is like 8 frame startup, Slayer can start doing his 6P, and he gets low enough to the ground by the time jump S becomes active, or his upper body becomes invincible enough by the time jump S becomes active, that he can actually anti-air jump S. Now, can he anti-air jump K this way? I don't think so. Yeah, I think that worked. I'm pretty sure jump K will hit him, because jump K is like... I mean, you can see, right? Like, it is not hitting anything... Rather, it is not missing against anything that does not go to the floor. So, this made me have to go back and rewrite a couple of things, and I'll probably have to do a bit of re-recording. That's okay. What the more practical issue is that it made me realize there's a lot of stuff in this game that is just figuring stuff out by feel, and I can totally understand why people get sidetracked so much. Because I've seen people who play Raven do combos off of Photo that are like this, and they just don't know what's going on, right? And it's, I don't know. I don't think it's that bad if you actually just sit down and figure it out. Like, if you look at the damage numbers compared to... And you can also see the situation is completely different, right? But I don't know. A lot of this game is figuring stuff out by feel, and a lot of this game is coming to terms with the fact that even if you find something that works against one character, there's no guarantee at all that it works against other characters. I always felt that Guilty Gear was a lot more forgiving for that stuff compared to other anime games, and I do think that's true. But I can see somebody trying to do the Oki that I just did, and because this game has no reversal setting in the menu, not understanding why or why not his Oki isn't working against Slayer. And what's even funnier is that if I do like a steep glide like this, then the jump S definitely will hit Slayer. See? Even if I mess up the timing, or even if I recreate that timing window, the jump S is just falling too fast for him to be able to anti-air it with 6B. So, Guilty Gear is weird. Do your Oki right, and make sure you test things before you edit Dust Loop and put stuff on it. I think I've had a very good track record on Dust Loop, although that didn't stop the mods from banning me because they hate fun and I like fun. But that's a story for a different video. In the meantime, I hope to have something out by the end of November, hopefully like mid-November or whenever it's ready. I am working on this video about Raven mix-ups and how to practically do them and what the good things are and the bad things. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, keep playing Exert and keep on rocking. Thanks.